Right, we're live. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. You guys request a lot more marketing resources, so I will give them to you. In this video, I will discuss about 10 TikToks that you can do for your B2C SaaS, but they also might work for B2B as well. And why should you do TikTok? Because it's free, right? It's literally free to make a TikTok every single day, and it is a lottery ticket every single time, right? You may do 10 TikToks and they will lead you absolutely nowhere, but the second one gets you 500,000 views and gets you whatever 5K MR, right? That can literally happen overnight. Like you hit post, you go to sleep, and the next morning you have 20K views. That also happened to me. I'm going to show you the TikToks here in a second that I did for my SaaS if they load, right? And also by the end of the video, I'm going to show you a TikTok that is an absolute evergreen that you can use for every single SaaS that you market out there, and it will always get views. So even if you have zero ideas or find the ideas in here not suitable for you, this is an evergreen one. You can always do that. And I have Stripe up here, right? Let me refresh, just because nowadays you have to show that you actually know what you're talking about. So this is of Ginny, an app of mine, and yeah, as you see, 10,000 plus payments, and yeah, actually making money with this, and I know what I'm talking about here. All right, let's get into the nitty gritty. All right, first of all, extremely important, never be too salesy. Never say like 50% off. This will sound like an ad, and when people hear this, they immediately click off, and your retention chart is going to look like this, which will show TikTok that your reel or your TikTok is not relevant, and they will not promote it, and you will get like 100 views or 200 views, right? Use words like free, easy, fast. People that a little bit brain dead today nowadays, right? So they want things quickly. They want the quick value, the quick dopamine, especially if you market B2C stuff on TikTok, right? It should look very easy to use your app, right? Like, use pain removing words. You can also ask like ChatGPT, what are more like pain removing words, right? All right, let's jump right into the first one. This is one of mine.
Can't access ChatGPT? Check out askginny.ai. It's ChatGPT, but in WhatsApp. Thank me later. All
right, I hope the sound also plays here. If not, you see the subtitles, right? In this one, I'm going to a very specific pain point first. The pain point at that time was people cannot access ChatGPT because it was down all the time, okay? You have to identify what is the pain point of your audience. How do you identify that? Go to ChatGPT and ask it, what is the pain point of that audience? If you market an app for whatever, sailors, right? People who like sailing, okay, they may want to know where's the wind coming from, right? So you're going to start like, you never know where the wind is going to come from, or is it going to be windy today? Check out my app, blah, right? This is how you're going to attract the right audience. Then in the next step, you have the right audience, you have the attention of the audience. There should be a quick promise, or you need to show the transformation, right? And lastly, show an action, show a URL, like I did here in the TikTok. I showed my website URL, and I also put it here in the middle of the screen, actually, right? You can also put up literally google.com and put it in the white screen box, because people trust Google, and then when they see URL there, like, oh, let me Google that. And of course, also have it in your bio. All right, how does a good profile look like? So this is puff count, and this is a perfect AI SaaS TikTok profile. Why? Because first of all, let me show you the proof of that guy. This is Steven Krawata. He makes 44K MR, so he definitely knows what he's talking about. And he owns the app Puff Count. Now you see they have 122,000 followers. Now, granted, followers nowadays mean nothing. Like you can, yes, 122,000 followers, right? But still some videos flop with like 20K views, right? So followers doesn't mean anything. But what is very important, just have one line here, just one line. People are busy, people are distracted, people have a goldfish brain nowadays. So just have one line here, right? Have your logo, have your app name here, and have a link to your app or your website, right? Secondly, how do you want to optimize your profile? If you have already videos that have views, pin them here, right? This is social proof, right? People will check out your profile and they will see, oh, they got views, okay, they must be legit. Now, if you scroll here, you see a bunch of TikToks that have not that many views as well, like 20K, right, or 40K. It's still some views, but not a million or something. And this is so important that you upload a lot. Quantity matters a lot, so you can test different format, test different hooks and so on, right? And then you find a winner like this, 1.5, right, million. By the way, when you see here, I hover here, I can save that TikTok without having to download it or anything special. It's an app called Dnote. I can highly recommend you to check that out. I think it's a Chrome extension. I have that since a long time. You can just click save here, and then it will save it to your Dnote dashboard. It's completely free. And then you have all the best TikToks that you want to recreate in one place, and you can analyze them much better than if you like have a bunch of links in your Apple Notes or something like that, right? And one of the first things you should do if you're going to do market research on TikTok is, of course, check out the competition, what they are doing, what works for them. Because what you have to realize is, even though this video, right, it's about calorie tracking. Let's say you sell a calorie tracker app, right? That's got 2 million views, but how many people are there in the world? If you were to recreate this video and would upload it on TikTok, and if it gets 2 million views, probably 2 million completely different people than this one will see your video, because there's just a billion people on TikTok, right? So there's unlimited market usually for similar style videos. So first thing that you do market research is go ahead and just see what works in your niche. You can also, when you download the mobile app of TikTok, you can filter after views if you search something here, and then save these videos and see, okay, what works, right? Another general tip for app or SaaS marketing, if you want to find video ideas, right, where you don't necessarily want to show your face potentially, but do faceless videos, is you're gonna search in TikTok, this app saved my life, right? And you're gonna only find basically app videos or software videos. So I just found an Evergreen TikTok that if you don't want to show your face, this is what you should create. Let me show it to you.
Powerful websites you should know. Part 25. Did you know if you go to this website, upload an image, now you can remove any unwanted object, defect, people, or text from your pictures in seconds. Easy. Powerful websites you should know.
Okay, I hope that you heard that. If you didn't hear it, then I'm going to analyze this quickly for you. So basically there is a hook. This is a very visualizing hook, right? It's like changing colors. Some dude is typing. He has a lot of Apple Watches on his keyboard. So people are intrigued, like, what is going on here, right? If this hook works once, never change it. Like literally always take the same hook, right? The hook is just 2 seconds, right? So experiment a bit. You can do the same setup as this guy, to be honest. You can do the literal same setup. He doesn't show his face, right? And use the same hook for all of your videos.
Powerful websites you should know. Part 25. Did you know if you...
And this is a brilliant concept because people already think, okay, he's going to show me a website, right? So they're ready to type your website into the browser. And of course, you can market here your website. You can market other websites that you find interesting to get engagement on your TikTok channel. And this dude is literally just filming his screen, as you see. So this brings me to my absolute evergreen content strategy, which is the underrated website framework. So what you do is you start with underrated website part, whatever. So this is a TikTok of mine, and let's analyze how the underrated website framework works. So you always start with underrated website and then part something. It doesn't matter if it's part 1 or part 7 or something like that. By the way, numbers with 7 or 4 always have better click-through rate. Just by the way.
.com. Enter any keyword and hit generate.
Then when I go back, you see I showed the website URL. Then I immediately went into the tool and showed quickly how it works.
Name suggestions for whatever you needed. Time to get creative.
And then some like statement in the end, but it's not really necessary.
Underrated websites, part 2. Go to namelix.com, enter any keyword and hit generate. Select randomness and name style, and you get unlimited name suggestions for whatever you needed.
Yeah, so honestly, this one and the faceless one that I showed you on TikTok, right, where the guy sits in front of the computer, these are no-brainer ones. Like these are general ones for every idea that has like a slight wow factor. Like it doesn't even need to be a wow factor, but let's say a problem-solving factor, right? And if you have an AI app, then it definitely has a wow factor or problem solver factor, right? framework number 3 is I cannot believe how easy this was. Yeah, basically similar hook like the underrated one. It's like, oh, there's something new that I don't know that may ease my life, right? Again, easy, free, pain-free. People love that, right? Yeah, start with I cannot believe how easy that was, and then show the desired outcome. Specify with numbers, let's say, yeah, in 5 seconds you can get this, in blah, 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 and you can get this. Show again the URL, show a promise, and then potentially to get comments, right? Getting comments is always great. Let's see how many comments I got here. Okay, I got 7 comments. Comments is gold because you can then react again on comments, and also they make your video go way more viral, right? Because it shows TikTok that you're interesting. All right, and last but not least, we have this framework. This way you never run out. So obviously this you may need to change depending on what your app does, right? But the core idea behind this is starting with a negative word. Like, people are drawn to negative things, unfortunately. So instead of saying this is how you get unlimited content ideas, no, you say this way you never run out of content ideas, right? Or if you sell, let's say, puff count, right? You will not say this way you will smoke less, or you will say where you will never start smoking again, right? Hits way harder, right? And people are more captivated, right? Rest of the video is very, very similar. The other videos, again, you show an action, you show a desired outcome, and you may specify it with numbers. Again, very powerful. And you show a promise of the transformation. Great. Yeah, we're already at the end of the sheet. By the way, you can clone this sheet if you go in the link in the description. You can get it for free. And I will also add in the future some more content ideas to this sheet for TikTok content ideas. Now, if you really want to succeed, right, you need to create a lot of content. Alex Hormozy says you should follow the rule of 100. That means 100 emails, 100 minutes of content, $100 of ad spend per day. 100 minutes of content is, of course, quite hard to produce per day. But you can also say you have like 2 content days per week, for example, where you focus on marketing. And then you can get out 100 minutes of content on these days. Well, if you found a winner, if you found a video that got over 100k views, over 500k views, over 1 million views, you want to post it. I forgot this. You want to post it on other platforms as well, right? Because it's very likely to, I cannot type platforms, because it's very likely to go viral there as well. Like YouTube Shorts, great channel, YouTube Shorts. IG, you can also post it there. Secondly, you may want to put ad spend behind this. That can be TikTok ads, that can be Meta ads. TikTok Spark ads in particular are quite powerful, because if your video got engagement already, right? Like this one, for example, this has 3,000 likes, right? And then you put Spark ads on, which means you just promote the video that already has engagement. Then it will get even more engagement, and your cost per click will be lower because people trust the ad because it has already likes. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, here I have the video how I basically made my SaaS and how I market it as well. And yeah, at the moment I'm also building some more SaaS. I can't wait to get into building again. Like, marketing is fun and all, but I love the building part as well. And yeah, man, this age is just keep on grinding TikToks, and if one goes viral, you have users. Like, it's not that hard. And then later you can, of course, if you want to scale, potentially, if you want to scale, organic content may not be the best anymore because because you cannot consistently go viral, right? So you want to then later utilize ads and so on. But in the beginning, if you want to just test your idea and don't have much budget, TikTok and short form content is great. All right, peace out.